Hey guys, we are here with Windows Edge, and today we're going to be giving you guys a review on Gamelofts' big FPS to hit the Windows Phone Store, and that is Modern Combat 4. So jumping in here, the Modern Combat series has been very popular for the last couple of years on iOS. It's essentially Call of Duty put onto the phone is what a lot of people compare it to. But I mean, they definitely have kind of made their own name, and I mean, since Call of Duty doesn't really have a true presence on mobile devices, Gameloft has stepped up and made this series what it is, and that's, I mean, you can see right here from the main screen, the great graphics. I mean, the controls are a little bit give or take, but that's the platform, that's not the game. And so we're going to jump in here and look at this. Modern Combat 4 is actually the big first Xbox Live FPS to hit Windows Phone, and so it's kind of a big moment, and it's a great game, and we'll hopefully let you guys see some of what it has to offer. So since it is an Xbox game, you do have your achievements here. I know those are kind of hard to read here, but you can always look them up online. I mean, most of them are relatively basic type things. I mean, and then you also have your more complicated ones. I haven't done a ton of them, because I've mostly played online, because that's what I use FPSs for. But you also have your leaderboards, and under your help and options, I know one of the big things with FPS is that a lot of people wondered about are how the controls work out. So we're going to kind of jump through and show you some of these different control schemes that are available. The first one that we have up here on the screen is the virtual sticks. Now this is the one out of the three that I have not used, but I imagine it would be kind of hard because you do have a different joystick for aiming and moving, and the aiming one would be a little bit difficult. And then the right tapping on any open part of the screen would then shoot. Scrolling over here, this is the one that I primarily use. It's called Screen Tap. Essentially, the screen is divided into two different sides. One is for moving, like anywhere you tap and move around, that's where it's going to go for moving. And for aiming, it's the same way. Wherever you tap down first on that side, it's going to start using that spot for aiming until you lift up your finger. And then obviously you still have the dedicated button for shooting. And last, you have the classic controls, in which there is already a preset joystick for moving. Anywhere else on the screen will be aiming, and then you have your button for shooting. I'm going to go ahead and just set it back to screen tap for when we do go and actually play. And the rest of those options are relatively standard ones for game. None of them are very groundbreaking or truly affect gameplay. And although we're not going to show you guys any multiplayer gameplay right now, I am going to jump on and just show you some of just the main screen and what you can expect in terms of, features from the online play. And so, as you guys can see, this is just like the main screen from multiplayer, where, like, the hub, I guess is what you could call it. You have your past game performances. As you can see, I'm not very good, but I've done enough to kind of learn the groove of the game, and that KD has definitely gone up. So from here, kind of zoom in, let you guys see those. You have home, which is where we are right now. You have the play, which will help you jump into a game. Armory, which is where you can customize your classes. Shop, where you can buy stuff. And HQ, which will take you to, just sort of your hub of everything, your statistics, your signature thing that shows up after people die, your match history, the challenges which you complete to gain XP, for those of you familiar with online first-person shooters. You can also create a party here with all these people. And then this is my rank. So I'm just kind of jumping in, like looking at the armory here. This is the first and only loadout that I have set, because it does take a while to unlock stuff on here. So up here, like, you'll select your gun, and it's kind of cool because you can rotate around, and these guns are in high resolution, so that is pretty cool. And then it has all the statistics here broken down into a little wheel. I can scroll through. I could purchase any of these guns for the amount of credits which you earn from both playing multiplayer games and from playing the campaign. You also have any kind of attachments. You can press the customize button, and it shows you all the different places, this is kind of like on Ghost Recon games, the most recent one, where you can kind of look at all the different spots, and you can buy an attachment for each one. So it is kind of cool. It allows you to customize your weapons, and like having a good sight on this game definitely can mean the difference between living and dying, so that's very important. But that's just kind of the gist of the loadout system. Obviously there are more loadouts, but not quite a high enough level to have unlocked them. So we're going to disconnect multiplayer. Like I said, I'll show you guys some gameplay from multiplayer at a later date, because it's going to take a little bit more editing to get people's gamer tags and such out of it. So just kind of jump in here to the campaign. Start off here from the first mission, just to let you guys see a little bit of gameplay and just sort of how it all comes together on here, and the control scheme, and this will just kind of help you guys to see it and decide whether it's worth your purchase. One of the things I will just kind of tell you guys to keep an eye out for is the graphics. The graphics on this game are great for a mobile phone. I mean, while they will, jitter a few times, it is great what they've put together here. And so here, from your main screen, you can see that, you have all these other different options. You have grenade, shoot, sprint, aim down sights, crouch, and then you have your radar, and that there. And then in order to reload, you do just tap on your weapon icon. And so as you can see, at first, it is sort of jittery here at first, but I haven't really noticed a ton of slowdowns when I'm playing, which is definitely good for something, with graphics like this. It's surprising. So one of the really nice things when you're playing single player is if you get your reticle anywhere near like an enemy and you press the aim down sights button, it'll actually automatically aim for you, which can be really nice when with a phone when you're trying to do it all with a touch screen. Just to kind of have it help you out a little bit, because it's a pretty difficult task to get your aiming on point. And so you tap up here to reload. And so as you guys can see, like you just tap that button to throw a grenade. Holding down that button while you're moving will sprint. You can crouch. And then obviously the fire button. And you can move your aiming while you're firing and everything, which is really nice. I'm sure most of you were quite aware of all these. And up here you do have your military shop. This little button right up here. And you can go in here, and at any time for the credits that you've earned, you can purchase different things in order to kind of help you out, make you a little bit more better off getting through here on the campaign. And over here under the menu options, you do have all of your statistics for your current mission, your credits earned, how many times you've died, kills, headshots, your shooting accuracy, and of course your time going through. And then all of your different little menu options down here to get you back to the main menu, shop, checkpoint, resume. And so those are all just kind of really nice things that'll help get you on your way with the game. This game is in the App Store for $6.99, which I know may come off as a little bit hefty of a price to people who aren't familiar with it, or I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's very interested in first-person shooters, because it does have that Xbox Live name, which is kind of cool. If you're not a little bit weary, I'd try the trial. It's a great way just to kind of get accustomed and see if the controls fit your style, but there's a lot of content here, so you will get your money's worth if you buy. It's just a matter of whether you like the game. But I personally think it's a great game and would recommend it to you guys if you're willing to fit that $6.99 price tag. Just keep an eye out for more coming to you in the future from Windows Edge. Thanks, guys.